that caused a bunch of damage in coastal areas, one of them including which went on to transform into a hurricane, defying gravity. But there's a group of orbital mechanics, and if you watch that, you may know a lot about the physics of levitation.
Hello guys, how y'all doing? So it is 10:58 a.m. and it is just another day of what is a warm week. It is a brilliant day out here today, a full sunshine, and it makes it feel like summer again. So if you haven't seen yesterday's video, it was a lovely walk around the Pacific coast. I'm going to go out for a walk, but first I'll have lunch. Well, it's yet early. It's 11:13. The thing is, I would like to call it day early. But yeah, time to get in. Smile, you're on camera, it says. Well, I got in and wow, what a day. There's literally no one here at this moment. No one. Yeah, I caught up with that truck there. I don't know how I can even make it to this path. It's strange. But anyway, so the storm that had caused the destruction of that pier at the Bird Rock beach.
It was a tropical storm which traveled all the way from Mexico up until California, mostly impacting coastal areas. As September the 25th of 1939 was the worst day of the tropical storm, as it caused a bunch of damage in coastal areas, one of them including the pier being destroyed at the Bird Rock beach. Not only coastlines, but also a lot of towns were flooded, and in coastal areas 45 people's lives were ended. And that was the last time that we had a storm to this severity here until 2023, which went on to transform into a hurricane, if you might recall. Even though it hit California as a tropical storm, it was classified to be a tropical storm, because I recall the day before very well. I even vlogged part of it. I was walking down to Costco and like everyone was getting in.
I would like to show you this chaos out at that lot. It's 4:12 and it is still jam-packed. Just out of panic, they were running into the store to get house supplies, and the next day it hit. All right, looks like that's on the road here for this part. It's crazy that the trail is still closed, as we have already dried up well enough. The trail is still closed, but 2 people have been found walking up the trail despite the closure. Well, this is an area that is mainly used for crop work, but it has been inactive because obviously the weather conditions in recent days. It is slowly drying up here. That's a good thing, because when I filmed here the other day, there were tens of ducks swimming in this pond here, like kids playing in a playground. Now it's mostly occupied by a bunch of flies. Oh, that's a good one here. My God. Well, mainly dragonflies, I shall say. So at the end of yesterday, I was talking about Stranger Things, which tomorrow is expected to come up on Netflix. Well, for the final season. One other movie that has released its final trailer in the last few days was the Wicked series, which is not expected to come up on Netflix. For now, it is to be aired through Peacock. I'm hoping that, well, the thing is, I am going to take tomorrow off from doing the vlog, so you'll keep up with me on my gaming channel, whatever I do, if I do any content there. And
I'll be looking to start the series on Thursday, hopefully. And I just read a theory about, and yes, there is a soundtrack of this too, The Defiance of Gravity, which one part of it being like towards the end of the first act, where this character Alphaba, she levitates. Plus this one part of it, oh god, I really wanted to get that, but man, these trucks. A Tesla Cybertruck in lime green, that would have been great to see it. And another thing about defying gravity, so it doesn't have only a lot to do with the laws of defying gravity itself, but in the movie it has primarily to do with the change of character, that you happen to be this more powerful person. Well, we'll see about that when the movie comes out. So again, tomorrow it is to be released on Netflix. It's 1:42, still a good day to walk, but I am on the clock. So yesterday it was between 2 and 3. Today it's between 3 and 4 as it is. Oops, my bad. I meant 3:30 to 4:30. My Grumman, but in a short matter of time it will be the day of my rock concert for this season. It's going to be next Saturday, December 6th. So another thing that I found about gravity and why we can't defy gravity. So suppose you lift up something. There's a equation which, suppose you're in an aircraft, right? The plane has just finished boarding and 20 to 30 minutes later it departs, and the action for the wing moving, there's an equation as such where L, which by the way is for lift, L equals 1/2 of rho epsilon squared, which is somehow not part of Newton's law of calculating gravitation. Like, this is just used for when a plane is takeoff. But it is indeed that the upward force while the plane is going up is higher than the force of gravity. Suppose using a jetpack, right? That's another way of defying gravity, but there's a group of orbital mechanics that do the same thing, but eventually they get pulled back into the earth. Yeah. Well, it's been a nice walk. I've been walking for over an hour, and I have to be at my rock school at around this point next hour. Last year there had also been a Wicked movie around the same time, and if you watched that you may know a lot about the physics of levitation and some other practices that would defy gravity. Well, here I am again at the starting point. That was nice, but now it's 2:10 p.m. What a Tuesday. I've done over 1 hour of walking, and I thought, God, let me change this. Oh, yes. These are chills. So, what we got? 86 degrees Fahrenheit. That's 30 degrees Celsius. It really doesn't feel like November at all, right? To be honest, it feels like it's May. But to be true, not everything is green, all right? And thankfully, none of that traffic just over that train crossing,
because that train track is right in front of the next traffic light. Again, a whole lot of road work. Thank goodness I'm in the right lane. All right, so it's 4:42 after this. Well, I can say it's now another branch of a tree closer to the top. In other words, it's coming. Holy shit. It's like 6 or 7 cars towed at once. That's fucking crazy. Never drive drunk, it says on that orange sticker. Yeah. Maybe that's what that freaking piece of shit that yelled at me the other day at a stop sign was doing, driving drunk. And man, it's been a few days already, and it still does anger me to think this. I mean, it wasn't only him, but a lot of drivers up and ignore that sign. And the crazy thing about it is that when there's a white speed bump around the area of a stop sign, then that's when they mostly happen to be ignorant about the stop sign rule. Like, they think, oh, it's fine, at least there's a speed bump so I can slow, but they don't come to a full stop. Like, that's what the problem is. So yeah, I'll be performing in a week and a half, and with this being my 3rd season, you might ask, like, how do we cover these songs and why these songs? So here's the thing, it's basically something that is just out of our picks. It's like one person picks that song and the other person picks that other song. And I know, because I've been in this for more than a year. Even though in my first season in the fall of last year, we started with a good 8 people, but at the second half we dropped down to 4. And this season we would have had an extra drummer, but it turned out that he was moving. Well, he is officially out now, and even more crazy, it had come to a time that he had broke his hip, and well, that was a bummer. And to be honest, I'm very happy to be doing this for a 3rd season. 3 is a nice number in many ways. Though for now, it is still highly questionable whether I'll take part in the next season or not, because according to my schedule, I will be away from here as of December 20th, and I'll get back here at the earliest on January 30th. Oh my, found something friggin' strange here. Let me get that. Yo, let me get that. Oh, must have escaped. Well, it was good while I could see it. It was a mouse. And now it's the end of the day, so it comes down to some timer making. Well, I would like to do one more of those before the end of this year. And the NBA. Well, we got our 3rd game for the NBA Cup in-season tournament, whatever you want to call it. And we've had a great start to the season, despite certain players missing certain games. Now we got the whole squad back, so we should keep that momentum going, as we have a big advantage. So that's the end of the day. Now I am gonna be off from vlogging tomorrow. That would have been yesterday, but after a last minute notification regarding that my classes would be canceled, I had changed my mind, and I decided to take tomorrow off from the vlogs. You may keep up with me on my gaming channel in case if I do any content over there during the day tomorrow, and I'll see you guys in the vlog on Thursday.